was nothing, just a moment, but my whole world changed that night. You didn't say a single word, but your eyes said it right. We were standing way too close, like the air knew what to do. I felt my heart forget its rules the second I met you. I've been seen 1,000 times, but never like you saw me then. Like every broken piece of me was worth holding in your hands. It was the way you looked at me, like I was more than just a name, like I was someone you could love, not someone easy to replace. It was the way you looked at me, soft and honest, slow and true. I fell in love without a word, just from the way I felt with you. I replay it in my quiet nights, the glance I never could forget, the kind that makes you feel alive and scared of what comes next. You smile like you already knew what my heart was trying to hide. I turned away to catch my breath, afraid you'd read my eyes. I've heard people say I love you, but never felt that kind of care, like you saw straight through my walls and stayed right there. It was the way you looked at me, like I was something you could keep, like I was worth a chance to fall and not too hard to be too deep. It was the way you looked at me that taught my heart to feel again. I didn't know how lonely I was until you saw me then. Maybe it didn't last forever, maybe we let it fade away, but that moment still lives in me, in the way I love today. It was the way you looked at me that changed the girl I used to be. Even now I still believe in love because you believed in me. It was the way you looked at me, I carry it wherever I go. Some loves don't stay in your arms, they stay in your soul. If I ever doubt my worth again, I remember who I can be, all because of the way you looked at me. I don't hold on to anger anymore, it doesn't fit the way it used to. I made peace with what we were and everything we couldn't do. I see you clearer from here, without the ache, without the noise. I finally hear my own voice in the space we left behind. I used to judge the girl I was for staying, for believing you. Now I look back with kinder eyes and say I loved you then too. I loved you then too, when I didn't know my worth, when I gave more than I had just to make it work. I loved you then too, even when it cost me. I don't regret the love I gave. It taught me I stayed soft inside the chaos called survival, being in love. I don't rewrite the ending or pretend it didn't hurt. I just stop punishing myself for loving you first. I thought healing and erasing every trace of what we were. Now I know it means forgiving the heart that dared to love. I loved you then too, when I didn't know my worth, when I gave more than I had just to make it work. I loved you then too, even when it cost me. I don't regret the love I gave. It taught me how to see. Maybe love doesn't fail. Maybe people just outgrow the versions of themselves they were too scared to know. I was brave in ways I see now, even when I broke. I loved you then too, and I love myself today. I can hold both truths gently and still walk away. I loved you then too, and that love was real. It didn't disappear with time, it just taught me how to heal. I loved you then, and I'm okay now. Don't wake up with your name anymore. Doesn't sit heavy in my chest. I don't replay every word you said. I guess that's progress, I guess that's best. I pass the places we used to go, and they don't pull me like before. I don't stop walking, I don't slow down, but I still notice every door. I've learned how to breathe without you here. Still, some feelings don't disappear. I think of you less, but still, in the quiet between my days. Not like a wound I'm trying to heal, more like a song that softly plays. I don't fall apart, I don't rewind, I don't miss what we couldn't be. I think of you less, but still, you cross my mind gently. I don't check my phone the way I did, waiting for something that won't come. I don't ask the night for answers now, I let the silence hum. I've met new faces, learned new laughs, found parts of me I didn't know. But sometimes your shadow passes by just long enough to say hello. It's strange how healing looks like this, not forgetting, just a softer miss. I think of you less, but still, when the world finally slows, not with regret, not with tears, just a memory that comes and goes. I don't reach back, I don't pretend, I don't need you to set me free. I think of you less, but still, quiet part of me. Maybe love doesn't fade away, it just learns where not to stay. It steps aside, it loosens its hold, turns from fire into something cold. I think of you less, but still on nights that feel too clear. Not with hope, not with pain, just knowing you were here. I've moved on, I've changed, I've grown, I'm finally myself again. I think of you less, but still some endings don't fully end. You like I did before, but some loves leave a gentle echo. I was afraid before I met you, learned to guard my heart from hope. Every love I held like glass, every promise felt too close. But you looked at me like maybe I could finally let it show. So I stepped out of my armor with my hands already shaking. I knew the risk of feeling more, I knew how deep the fall could go. Still I walked toward the light, even when my heart said slow. I loved you through my fear, through the nights I almost ran, through the doubts I never said, through the weakness in my hands. I loved you through my fear when it would have been easier to hide. I stayed open, stayed right here, even when I was terrified. I trusted you with broken parts, the ones I swore I'd never share. Every scar I kept in silence, I laid them in your care. I softened truths to keep you close, ignored the warning in my chest. I kept choosing us again, even when I needed rest. I thought love meant being brave, even when you're bleeding inside. I confused my quiet pain for something I should survive. I loved you through my fear, through the nights I almost ran, through the doubts I never said, through the weakness in my hands. I loved you through my fear when it would have been easier to hide. I stayed open, stayed right here, even when I was terrified. Maybe courage isn't staying still, maybe love shouldn't hurt like this. Maybe listening to your fear is how you learn to protect yourself. I gave you everything I had, even when I was scared to death. I loved you through my fear, but I won't do it again. Love shouldn't ask you to be brave while it breaks you in the end. I'll love myself with that same fire I gave away despite the pain. I loved you through my fear, now I love was brave for us. Now I'm brave for me. I stayed when it felt unbalanced, when loving you felt one way. I stayed when my voice got quieter every time you walked away. I learned how to be convenient, how to not need too much space. I folded myself into pieces just to fit in your day. I called it patience, I called it love, but I was slowly giving up. I stayed until I disappeared, until my needs felt out of place. I smiled so you wouldn't notice I was fading right in front of your face. I didn't leave when it hurt the most. I didn't scream, I just endured. I stayed until I disappeared, and you never asked what I lost. I waited inside you, maybe, like hope was enough to breathe. I accepted half of your effort and called it all that you could give. I stopped asking for reassurance, stopped expecting you to choose. I told myself love was sacrifice, even when I was the proof. I thought being strong and staying still, but strength shouldn't feel like being killed. I stayed until I disappeared, until my reflection felt untrue. I became the girl who understands while slowly losing you. I didn't leave when I should have gone. I stayed loyal, stayed unsure. I stayed until I disappeared, trying to make us something more. Maybe love isn't meant to be quiet. Maybe hearts deserve to be heard. Maybe staying shouldn't cost you every unspoken word. I thought love meant self-erasure, thought less of me meant more of us. But love that asks you to vanish isn't love, it's just loss. I stayed until I disappeared, but I see myself now. I see the girl I abandoned just to keep you around. I won't stay where I'm unseen, I won't beg to be secure. I stayed until I disappeared. Now I'm choosing to return. I'm learning how to take up space, how to speak, how to exist. I won't love like that again. all the reasons you learned how to hide. So I lowered my voice, softened my hands, loved you in ways you could stand. I felt your fear before you spoke. I held my breath so you wouldn't choke. I was gentle with you when you were breaking in quiet ways. I chose patience over questions, night after night, day after day. I didn't push, I didn't pull, I just stayed right where you were. I was gentle with you. I read your silence like a language. Learn when to wait, when to stay. I loved you slowly, carefully, afraid to scare your heart away. I made myself smaller for your peace. Still choose it all again. I was gentle with you, but I forgot to be with me. I held your world together while mine slipped quietly. I won't regret the way I loved, even if it wasn't real. Gentle with you. I stayed where I hurt, where love fell sharp and thin. I told myself it was normal to ache just to fit in. I learned how to ignore the signs. My heart was breaking down. I smiled through every warning so no one else would hear the sound. I called it loyalty, called it fate, but pain was the price I paid. I stayed where I hurt, where tears were swallowed whole. I made a home out of suffering, just so I wouldn't be alone. I didn't leave when I felt small. I didn't trust my worth. I stayed where I hurt. I waited for the good days, that came once in a while. I live for borrowed moments that barely made me smile. I bent every truth I carried so you wouldn't feel the strain. I told myself love meant patience, even when it felt like pain. I thought if I held on tight, the hurting would turn right. I stayed where I heard, where my voice didn't belong. I turned my needs into silence just to keep us strong. I didn't ask to be chosen, I didn't ask for worth. I stayed where I heard. Maybe love shouldn't feel like bleeding. Maybe staying isn't brave. Maybe walking away is mercy when love starts feeling unsafe. I don't regret the way I loved, I regret what I ignored. Love should never ask you to crawl across the floor. I stayed where I hurt, but I see it clearly now. I mistook familiar pain for something I should allow. I'm learning how to choose myself, how to leave the dirt. I stayed where I hurt, but I won't stay anymore. I take my heart back gently from the place where it was burned. I stayed where I heard, and that's the lesson I've learned. Hurt. I don't wake up crying anymore. The ache doesn't rush my chest. It still lives somewhere in my bones, but it finally knows how to rest. The mirror shows a softer face, eyes that learn to stay. I stopped asking why it hurt and started letting it fade. No fireworks, no sudden light, just breathing through another night. Healing comes quietly, like dawn without a sound. No one claps, no one sees it, but I feel it breaking ground. It doesn't rush, it doesn't shine, it just meets me where I am. Healing comes quietly when I stop holding my breath again. I still think of you sometimes, but it doesn't pull me under. Your name feels lighter in my mouth, more memory than hunger. I've learned how to sit with space, not fill it just to feel okay. Some things don't need replacing, they just slowly move away. I don't force myself to be strong, I let the moment belong. Healing comes quietly, like rain on window glass. It washes over everything, but never moves too fast. I don't chase who I used to be, I let her gently stand. deeply without losing my whole soul. Healing comes quietly, but it stays when it arrives. Every scar turns into proof that I survived my life. I'm not perfect, I'm just here, learning how to stay kind. Healing comes quietly, and tonight I feel fine. No loud goodbyes, no final plea, just peace arriving quietly. I gave you the parts I was saving, the pieces I swore I'd protect. I loved you without hesitation. You loved me with quiet regret. I mistook your distance for space. I mistook your silence for grace. Loving you ruined me, left me empty and small. I built my whole world around you just to watch it fall. You walked away so easily, like I was nothing to lose. Loving you ruined me, but I still loved you. I learned how to bend, not to break. I learned how to lower my needs. I stayed every time that you pulled away, calling that loyalty. I blame my heart for wanting too much, when all I wanted was us. Loving you ruined me, I forgot who I was. I silenced my pain just to keep you. That was never enough. You took the best parts of me, left the worst ones to prove. Loving you ruined me, but I still loved you. Maybe love isn't meant to hurt this deep. Maybe I loved you recklessly. If I could go back, I don't know how I'd choose myself. But love you and you, loving you ruined me in the quiet ways. I smile like I'm healing, but I'm breaking every day. You don't miss me like I do. You don't carry what I do. Loving you ruined me, and I let it. So here I am, learning to breathe without your weight on top of me. I'll heal slowly, painfully, from loving you. From loving you, ruining me. gave you my mornings and my sleepless nights. I gave you every reason to feel alright. I've been where I shouldn't. I stayed when I knew that loving you meant losing pieces of me too. I kept calling it patience, I kept calling it love. I didn't see the balance was never enough. I gave you too much, more than I had. I poured out my heart till it emptied and cracked. I gave you too much and you barely stayed. I loved you like it mattered. You loved me halfway. I carried your worries like they were my own. I made myself smaller so you wouldn't feel alone. I learned how to listen but never be heard. I swallowed my feelings and softened my words. I mistook your comfort for something deep. I didn't know love could take more than it keeps. I gave you too much, I gave you my trust. I gave you forgiveness when you gave me dust. I gave you too much, and I see it now. I was holding us together, you were letting go somehow. Maybe loving deeply isn't wrong, maybe staying was. I don't regret the way I felt, I regret how much I lost myself trying to save what we were. I needed your effort, not just my heart. I gave you too much, but I won't anymore. I'm learning my limits and what love's for. Taking back my heart from loving you. If love ever asks me again how far I'll go, I'll say I'll give enough, but never lose myself like I did before. Your name still sleeps on my tongue, even when I don't say a word. I walk alone through crowded rooms, still listening for you to be heard. We used to fit so easily, like stars that knew where to align. Now every step feels carefully measured between yours and mine. I smile like I'm doing fine, but there's a quiet I There's a space between my heart and where your love used to stay. It's not empty, it just hurts like something beautiful slipped away. I try to fill it with time, with nights pretending I'm strong, but the space between my heart still knows where you belong. Your jacket hangs behind the door like it's waiting for your return. I tell myself I don't look anymore, but some habits are hard to unlearn. Every memory whispers soft, not loud enough to break me down, but quiet pain is just as strong when no one else is around. I breathe in, let the moment pass, still holding on, still holding back. There's a space between my heart and where your love used to stay. It's not empty, it just hurts like something beautiful slipped away. I try to fill it with time, with nights pretending I'm strong, but the space between my heart still knows where you belong. Maybe love doesn't disappear, it just learns to live inside the ache. Maybe healing starts right here in the room you're leaving me. I don't hate you, I don't blame you, I just miss who I was with you. There's a space between my heart and the girl I used to be. She believed in forever and every word you said to me. I let the silence teach me how to love myself, to restart, but I'll always feel you there, in the space between my heart. If love ever finds its way back home, it'll know the space was never gone. I don't rush the morning anymore, I let the light come through. Every step I take is careful now, I'm learning how to move. I used to run from every thought, afraid of what I'd feel. Now I let the quiet speak and show me what is real. I don't need to be where I was, I know exactly where I'll go. I'm learning patience with myself and letting time be slow. My heart walks slowly, but it's still moving on. Every scar still breathing, but the pain is almost gone. My heart walks slowly, learning how to trust. I don't need a hurry, love, I just need enough. I stopped blaming all the nights that didn't turn out right. I see the strength in staying soft, even after every fight. I carry hope in smaller ways, in breaths, in quiet days. I don't chase what hurt me most, I let it drift away. I thought healing meant being strong, never looking back. Now I know it's walking gently through the cracks. My heart walks slowly, but it's still moving on. Every scar still breathing, but the pain is almost gone. My heart walks slowly, learning how to trust. I don't need to hurry, love, I just need enough. Healing doesn't need a finish line or a perfect way to be. Sometimes it's just choosing not to leave yourself behind. I'm not afraid of taking time, I'm afraid of rushing me. My heart walks slowly, and that's okay. I'm finally listening to what it needs to say. My heart walks slowly, but it knows the way. I don't need to run anymore, I'm healing every day. Step by step, I'm still here. I still remember every detail, the way you laughed, the way you stayed. You used to know my every secret. Now you don't even say my name. I watch you move on so easily, like loving me was temporary. You forgot about me, like I was never there. Like all the nights we stayed up just disappeared in air. I held on to every memory, you let them fall so free. You forgot about me. I see you smiling in new places, doing the things we used to do. I scroll past photos I can't erase, wondering when I became a stranger to you. I replay us in my head. Well, you're already ahead. You forgot about me, like I was just a phase, like I didn't give you my heart in every way. I stayed when you were empty, you left when I believed. You forgot about me. Maybe it's easier that way, to rewrite love and walk away. But I'm still here with all the proof of everything we went through. You forgot about me, but Every promise, every fight, every reason I still trust. One day I'll let the memories sleep, but tonight they stay with me. You forgot about me. So if you ever wonder why my voice still breaks when I speak, it's not that I don't wanna heal. You just forgot about me. I'm walking through the rooms, but the air has no weight, like a book with no ending or a garden with no gate. The television's humming, but I don't hear a word, just the ghost of a laughter that nobody else heard. The floorboards are steady, they don't even creak, as if they're afraid of the things I might speak. You took all your boxes, you took all your clothes, but you left me with something that grows and it grows. It's not the shouting and it's not the goodbye that's keeping me awake underneath this gray sky. It's the absence of sound, it's the lack of a beat, it's the cold empty floorboards beneath my own feet. And the silence you left is the loudest thing here. It's ringing like thunder inside of my ear. I'm screaming in shadows, but nothing returns, just a hollowed out heart and a candle that burns. I can't find a melody, I can't find a song to fill up the spaces where we used to belong. I'm drowning in quiet and I'm losing my breath in the silence you left. It feels like a death. I found your old keychain in the back of the drawer, and I dropped it just to hear a sound on the floor. But the metal hit the wood with a dull, heavy thud, like a secret that's buried deep down in the mud. I used to crave peace, used to wanna be still, but now I'm just staring at the window until the morning comes crawling in a shade of pale blue to remind me the world is still missing a you. And the silence you left is the loudest thing here. It's ringing like thunder inside of my ear. I'm screaming in shadows, but nothing returns, just a hollowed out heart and a candle that burns. I can't find a melody, I can't find a song to fill up the spaces where we used to belong. I'm drowning in quiet and I'm losing my breath in the silence you left. It feels like a death. It feels like a death. I take the fighting, I take all the rain, anything to dampen the sound of this pain. Break all the windows, slam all the doors. I just can't take this quiet that used to be yours. It's so loud. a song to fill up the spaces where we used to belong. Silence, you left is all that's left. Silence, silence, silence. I didn't wake up and forget you. I didn't turn my heart off fast. I still feel you in the corners of a love that couldn't last. I packed the days in careful boxes, left the memories where they lay. I didn't slam the door behind us, I just stepped away. They say leaving should be easy, like letting go is clean. But love doesn't disappear, it loosens quietly. I let love go slowly, one feeling at a time. I didn't tear it from my chest, I let it say goodbye. I kept the good, I faced the truth. I cried the nights I had to cry. I didn't lose myself in you. I let love go slowly. I stopped reaching for your shadow when the nights got cold and long. I learned how to sit with silence without calling it wrong. Some days I still miss the version of us I thought we'd be. But missing you doesn't mean I'm not becoming me. I don't rush the healing, I don't force the end. I trust my heart knows when to bend. I let love go slowly, without blame, without shame. I honor what we meant to me and let it change its name. I didn't erase the love we had or wish it never was. I just stopped holding on so tight. I let love go slowly. If love was a home, I lived there fully. I didn't leave without a trace, but staying would have broken me, so I chose grace. I don't regret the way I loved. I loved with all I knew. Letting go doesn't mean it wasn't real, it means I grew. I breathe in, I release. I don't rush my peace. I let love go slowly, and it hurt, but I stay kind. I didn't harden my heart, I just changed my mind. I choosing myself softly. I smiled so you wouldn't worry. Said I was fine, said I was strong. I hid the cracks behind my laughter, held it together for too long. I whispered help in quiet ways. You were already looking away. I broke where you didn't notice, in places love should see. I was falling apart in your arms while you slept beside me. You missed the signs I left between us. Every tear I learned to hide. I learned how to disappear while still standing by your side. I asked in ways that didn't sound like need. You heard my words but not me. I broke where you didn't notice, when silence filled the room. I stopped explaining how I felt, 'cause nothing seemed to move. I gave you all my honesty, you gave me empty space. I broke where you didn't notice, and learned how not to say. Maybe I asked for too little, or loved you way too deep. I made your comfort my priority while losing sleep. Soft break, I don't know when I disappeared. I just know you weren't there. I broke where you didn't notice, but now I finally see love shouldn't leave you lonely, even when you're not alone. I won't beg to be important or quiet just to stay. I broke where you didn't notice, I stood in rooms where your silence lived, still called it us somehow. You were already halfway gone, but I stayed here anyhow. I learned how to carry love alone, how to answer for two. I kept choosing what we were, even when you didn't choose. I told myself love means staying, even when no one stays with you. I chose you even alone, even when you weren't there. I held your place beside my heart, like you still care. I waited in the space you left, made excuses for the truth. I chose you even alone, when you never chose me to. I defended you in empty rooms, said he's just tired, that's all. I softened every broken thing, just to stop the fall. I felt invisible loving you, but I called it being strong. I thought if I loved hard enough, you'd eventually belong. I mistook loyalty for love, I mistook absence for space. I chose you even alone, through the quiet, through the doubt. I stayed faithful to your memory while you were finding your way out. I gave you all my patience, every breath, every truth. I chose you even alone, and it cost me you and me too. Maybe love isn't meant to be carried by one heart trying to survive. Maybe choosing someone who won't stay is a slow way to say goodbye. I don't regret the depth I love, I regret forgetting mine. I chose you even alone, but I'm choosing myself now. I won't beg silence to love me back, or teach absence how. I still believe in real devotion, I still believe in truth. I chose you even alone, now I'm choosing me too. If you ever wonder why I let go, why I finally moved on, I chose you even wasn't fireworks every second, or a fairy tale we tried to be. But in the quiet, ordinary moments, you felt right to me. We didn't always say the right things. We stumbled, we learned as we went. But every time you pulled me closer, I forgot what perfect meant. I wasn't asking for forever or promises carved in stone. I just wanted the feeling that I wasn't alone. It was almost perfect with you, in a soft and perfect way. Like love doesn't need to shine so bright to want it to stay. It was almost perfect with you, in the way you knew my heart. Not flawless, not easy, but honest from the start. You knew my fears without me saying. You read the cracks in every smile. We weren't built on grand declarations, just staying for a while. I learned how to breathe beside you, like my heart found a new pace. Even the silence felt familiar when I was safe in your space. We didn't have it all together, but we had something true. And sometimes that's as close to perfect as love can get to. It was almost perfect with you, like a song just out of key. Still beautiful in the moment, still a part of me. It was almost perfect with you, and I don't regret a thing. 'Cause loving you taught my heart what closeness means. Maybe perfect isn't real, maybe it never was. Maybe love is just two hearts trying their best to trust. I won't rewrite the ending, I wish we were more. I'll keep the way it felt and nothing less or more. It was almost perfect with you, and that's enough to say. Some loves don't need forever to matter this way. It was almost perfect with you, and I'll carry it through. Not as a loss, not as a scar, just a love that grew. If love ever finds me again, I won't ask it to be new. I'll just hope it feels almost perfect, like it did with you. The world was always a little too loud. I carried storms I couldn't explain. Every day felt like holding my breath, till I heard you say my name. You never rushed my broken thoughts. You let the silence stay in the middle of my shaking hands. You showed me a quieter way when everything felt out of control. You were the space where I could breathe. You were my calm in the middle of the mess. the place my heart could rest when I was at my weakest. You didn't try to save me, you just stayed close somehow. When life was loud and heavy, you were my calm. I lean into the sound of your voice, like you knew me all along. Even my fears felt softer there, even my nights felt warm. I didn't have to be brave with you, I didn't have to pretend. You loved me in the quiet moments, not just how the story ends. I thought peace was something you find, I didn't know it could be someone. You were my calm, my steady ground. When my thoughts were running wild, you slowed them down. I gave you all my trust, I let my guard fall down. When everything felt uncertain, you were my calm. If calm can fade into memory, then maybe that's how love can be. Some hearts are only meant to teach us what safety feels like briefly. I don't regret the way I loved you, or the peace you let me feel. You were my calm, and I still carry that in the way I breathe, a little slower, in the strength I didn't have back then. Even if we don't speak now, even if you're gone, I'll always remember the way you were my calm. Now I'm learning how to be that place when the nights feel long, but part of me will always thank you for being my calm. The invitation sitting late, a stone upon the shelf, a story you were writing that doesn't involve myself. I heard the news in whispers from the people that we knew, about the way she looks at you and how you look at her too. I'm checking all the photos, trying to find the hidden scene where our forever ended and she stepped into the dream. It's not that you're a villain or you set out to be cold, it's just a different ending than the one that I was told. I was just a chapter that you had to hurry through to get to the I do that you're giving someone new. And it's a quiet kind of heartbreak, a hollow kind of sting, to realize that I wasn't your everything. I was just a maybe, well she was always sure. I was just a fever and she was finally the cure. I fought for every second, I gave you all my wealth, but you chose someone else, you chose someone else. Is she gentler than I am? Does she know the way you take your tea? Does she fill up all the spaces that were never meant for me? I wonder if you tell her the same secrets that we shared, or if you built a brand new world because you finally cared. I'm standing in the wreckage of the plans we never made, watching all the colors of our summer start to fade. And it's a quiet kind of heartbreak, a hollow kind of sting, to realize that I wasn't your everything. someone else. Was I just the bridge you had to cross to find her? Was I just the shadow that was standing behind her? I was good enough to love, but not good enough to stay. And that's the kind of debt that I can never pay. No, I can never pay. It's a quiet kind of heartbreak, a hollow kind of sting, to realize that I wasn't your everything. I was just a maybe while she was always sure. I was just a fever and she was finally the cure. I gave you all my spirit, I gave you all my help, but you chose someone else. You chose her, and I have to choose me now. I'm letting you go to someone else. I still flinch when the room gets quiet, like the past might call my name. I keep my heart in half-open rooms, just in case the hurt comes back again. I tell myself I'm doing better, but some nights I still can't breathe. I hold my scars like they're proof of everything that happened to me. I've been living on the edge of okay, not broken, not quite brave. I'm standing at the doorway now, afraid of what I might change. I'm almost letting myself heal, almost trusting how it feels to wake up without your way, to smile without pretending. I'm almost letting myself heal, learning pain doesn't make me real. I don't have to hurt forever to remember what was real. I stopped checking your shadow, stop replaying every word. I'm learning how to sit with peace, even when it feels unfamiliar. I'm writing new rules for my heart, one breath at a time. Letting go doesn't mean I lost, it means I finally chose my life. I used to think moving on and erasing what we were. Now I know it means surviving without reopening the hurt. I'm almost letting myself heal, almost trusting how it feels to wake up without your way, to smile without pretending. I'm almost letting myself heal, learning pain doesn't make me real. I don't have to hurt forever to remember what was real. Healing isn't loud or fast, it's quiet mornings that don't ache. It's choosing not to bleed again for love that couldn't stay. I still miss you sometimes, but I don't miss the pain. I'm letting myself